So I'm in this outdoor store and I can't figure out why they didn't put anything in this area. There's nothing here. Everywhere I look, there's just nothing. Why is there nothing here? And I'm back on the trail. Had a 0 yesterday in Vancouver, Washington. Had some family of a friend of mine who were kind enough to put me up for 2 nights, pick me up from the trail and let me stay with them. Run me around so I could do my groceries and post off all my resupply boxes for Washington and everything. So there's people coming. That sucks. I knew that was going to happen. As soon as I do this, people always turn up. But I want to do it now because I'm going to be climbing uphill for the next 10, 11 miles or something. So I'll be too out of breath to actually record anything on the way up. But yeah, so back on the trail in Washington, headed north. Final state, final section 5 of 5, and it's about putting a assignment there, 507 miles to Canada. I'm thinking about 22, I can't remember the math, but I have an estimated finish date, so that's cool. Yeah, it's getting towards the end now. Resupplies are all done and sent. That was expensive, but at least it's all done. Other than Leavenworth, I'm looking forward to going to Leavenworth and checking it out. And I'll do a resupply while I'm there. But yeah, it's a little surreal, so close, but also still so very far. Washington is by no means going to be easy. Lots of up and down, really hard terrain. Hopefully the weather stays good. At the moment it's still mid-August, so got plenty of time. I should be finished in the first or second week of September, so I should be out before the weather really turns. It's a little cloudy and overcast today, which I'm actually thankful for given the climbing I've got to do. I just hope the rain stays away, and also the snow. We definitely don't want some crazy early start to winter this year. I'd like to get out with maybe only a small snowfall. I'll accept one. One is okay. But yeah, that's it. Heading north. Excited. Got new shoes. Final shoes of the trail. And let's do this. Let's get it over with. I'm going to try and enjoy it as much as I can. But I keep saying mentally I'm already in Canada. Just waiting for my body to catch up. Physically it's dragging behind a little bit. But it feels pretty good at this very moment in time. There's nothing really hurting or chafing or itching or burning or any other pain or discomfort at this moment. That'll change. I did manage to go and get a massage last night, which was become one of my favorite things to do on trail. Well, not on trail, but in trail towns, is every now and then get a massage because God, it feels good. It's going to be something I think I'll be keeping up into my regular life because, yeah, once every month or so. I mean, they're brutal. I like them brutally painful. I like feeling like my ass has been kicked by them. But it always feels so good afterwards. Anyway, I'm rambling. I'm gonna wrap it up, do some walking, and soon enough I'll be in Canada. Alright, so I haven't eaten many berries on the trail, but these I recognise. These are blackberries. Maybe it will be a slow hill climb because there's so many of them. They're super tasty. Well, I guess that answers that question. Day 1, hiking in Washington. Raining. Here I was thinking maybe I get through Washington fairly dry, but literally the first day, step into Washington, starts raining. I'd pull out my rain gear, but I'm already soaked in sweat from this hill climb anyway, it's so humid. So, guess I'll just get wet. Afternoon. It's 5:10 p.m. Day 141, I believe. And it's first day hiking. in Washington. Crossed into Washington day before yesterday, had a 0, here I am. Coming up on about 19 miles. It's definitely gone back to being hilly and steep. It's been quite humid today. I was soaked in sweat at lunch. It's gonna be about 20 miles by the time I pull up in camp. It's gonna get there about 6 o'clock probably, or just before 6. So it's a little on the early side, but I didn't get started till 10 a.m. this morning. By the time I mailed out all my resupply and everything, and so 20 miles since 10 a.m. it's not too bad. But it's at the bottom of not a very big climb, but fairly significant, probably. I think it looks like it's about 2,000 to 2,500 foot climb straight off the bat in the morning, so with a potential water carry as well. So I definitely think I prefer to set up a little earlier than I'd like, but set up at water at the bottom of the climb rather than heading up the climb carrying water for dinner and breakfast and drinking during the night and any other miscellaneous water. So I think that's going to be the plan today. Just have an early one. I'm always tired out of town for some reason. Out of town days are always into town, can pretty much just run all the way there, but out of town it's always a bit of a battle. So yeah, I'm looking forward to getting set up. It's been fairly shaded today, which has been good, mostly under fairly thick tree cover. Yeah, nothing much to report really. Still kind of smoky, so nothing very impressive in the way of views. Just shaded, I'm not gonna say jungle, but forest, dense forest walking. And I think it's about day 1 of 22 down. Interestingly, just walk around the corner and I got a big whiff of smoke. It's like so thick that I'd swear someone has a campfire around here somewhere, but I'm sure they don't. I can see a creek down there full of water, which is a welcome sign, because it was about 11 miles dry over about a 3,000 foot climb. So at least my pack's a lot lighter now than it was a few hours ago. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it there. I've got nothing exciting, I'm just rambling. Just figured out why I could smell smoke from a campfire. Because there's people there having a campfire. Seems kind of crazy given how much of the country is on fire at the moment. But it's fairly lush and green down here. The fire's right beside a flowing creek, and it's sort of in the rocks right beside the creek. So in terms of fire safety, it's fairly good, really. In terms of leave no trace, probably less than ideal. Given the fact he was cleaning his teeth right beside the creek, probably also means they're not really big on LNT.